And this is a confident draft from Misfits. To go against the trend of an Ardent Sensor user as a support when every single game has had at least one Ardent Sensor on both sides shows so much confidence in Ignar's ability to win that lane and transition the lead throughout the map.
He's guessing, but gives himself up for the moment. I mean, he can still build that Ardent Sensor. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. But the Ignite, definitely wanting the power, wanting that initiation back onto Ignar, and they're already trying to utilize it. Just 7.5 minutes in, putting the wards they push forward to use and pressuring Flash Wolves.
Look at PowerOfEvil, he's coming in from the flank. There's TPs from both top laners.
Betty with some free shots over the wall, watching for the jump. Play back. That's Shen coming in. It's going to be a hit over onto Maxlor. Very, very low. Also on the bot side, Ignar has to flash over the wall, and looks like Misfits doesn't want everything about this just yet. They lose Maxlor and quite a few flashes. A little bit of a move from Ignar. He'll try to get the first bit of vision that we see over the wall.
This would be an opportunity for Misfits to try and collab. Flash Wolves is forcing this one.
No vision of the top laners in bot for themselves, so that's going to be a back from one. There's a Stand United coming in from MMD. Alfari teleporting in as well, and that's going to be the first one down onto Karsa, means the smite is down. And Flash Wolves are going to look to get out of this one. Alfari flashes forward to shout it out, and MMD still makes it over the wall. Maxlor wondering if he should too. Slows it in, looking to get PowerOfEvil something, and they are going to be able to sink their fangs in. Sword Art doing everything he can to keep MMD alive, and PowerOfEvil just short on mana resources to pick that up.
He's going to have to try and burst someone down. He's not going to be that big Cinderhawk tank at the end of it, which also lets me kind of know the Flash Wolves want to get going fairly soon.
One of my favorite type of positionings, up and down on that mid lane. It means somebody is getting in a fight, and Maxlor finds himself off on the side, going down alone.
And if Misfits only then defended mid with 5 people, they would be giving up so much overall experience. So they were matching the waves in the side. That's how Flash Wolves bought that 5 seconds of time in the mid lane to crack that turret.
Possible initiation, Hansam right in the middle of it, instantly deleted by Maple. They're playing the Bushwhack game, and they found Misfits wandering around in the jungle. This is where Flash Wolves catapult themselves into the lead, and they're going for Baron.
And now the jungler is dead for Misfits. There is no smite available. Misfits' best hope is for an Alfari steal, and they're not going to go for it.
That was the extension of that cycle as well. When you get mid lane priority from killing the turret, when you don't have vision in the river.
They have not been able to execute it. Now it's Sword Art that has found those great plays and have put Flash Wolves in this position to potentially get their first win of World.
Oh, very dangerous situation for a dead Maple. He goes down immediately, and the pressure breaks now for Flash Wolves.
That's how you try and stop the 1v1. You have to kill at least one side of it with everyone. They lose a turret is the cost of it, but it will stall the push.
You can tell how much PowerOfEvil wants this fight. Sorcery of Elixir already popped as soon as they were going up towards that mid turret. They want to be able to use this extra damage.
And with the far side totem used, Misfits can see they don't have anything left. Misfits could actually have started the Baron and could try to burst it down. They do not. It's scouted with the flag. Flash Wolves know it's safe.
Look at Shen though. MMD still pushing in the bottom lane. Misfits, they're going to be forced to make a move, and here they go.
Yeah, that Titanic. He's going to be able to crush down a bit of damage. Backs off the wave so he can help.
Flash Wolves has to fight
Karsa over the wall. 14-14 in smite, but it is about that feast, and it goes to Alfari. The fight ensues, and Ignar and everyone heading towards the top side for Sword Art. Alfari just tanking everything in the middle as Karsa has already fallen, and they're looking for more crowd control on the side of Flash Wolves, but are now running away from Misfits. 5 strong into the into the blue area, as now Misfits heads out with Baron.
Infernal Drake, why are you letting yourself be put in the position where you can be pushed around like that? Now they're trying to fight a team with Baron.
Maxlor misses out on that. Hook misses, but the plays are in. MSF following up with that crowd control as they keep going through. Alfari looking for a few more hits with that Righteous Glory on, but cannot get the movement speed into the ramp with slow effect. Ignar just on the outside. What's the hook? Just misses the Battle Dance's Sword Art.
But now Misfits, they're just zoning as many members of Flash Wolves away as they siege onto this base turret.
Does MMD try and engage? He'd have to go. Doesn't even have flash.
Karsa looking from the side. Shots onto Maxlor. Hits onto Ignar now. They know where the HP is low, but Sword Art dies immediately. 45 seconds on the clock for Misfits to stay.
Alfari had a perfectly timed silence onto Sword Art there for that initiation.
An entire game in their favor up until now. Like we said, Flash Wolves do or die. So each moment that Misfits in their base is just beads of sweat on Flash Wolves' forehead. They have to wipe it off. They have to brush off all of these problems. and push back even harder. Sword Art in 20 seconds, and Misfits is making quick work of Flash Wolf's side of the map.
Rightly identified there, Riv. Sword Art's still dead. Misfits still have the Baron. They have 5 members. They could be looking for their second inhibitor of the game.
But Flash Wolves can't engage right now. Their engage is dead. MMD has no flash. Karsa has built Squishy. So if anyone goes in, it would just be a lost fight. They have to concede the second inhibitor, and now Misfits has reached even gold with Flash Wolves 37 minutes, 30 seconds in when they were on the brink of losing the game.
Look at the bottom wave. Someone from Flash Wolves has to go and answer it. Misfits, they can start off this objective. They're in the same situation, but look at how the gold has swung now back in the favor of Misfits. Bring it to even.
With that miasma down, if Flash Wolves wanted to go, this would be their opportunity. Watch for Sword Art with the Shen off. He gets hooked, though.
Gotta be careful. He goes down immediately. Sword Art still doesn't get the quickness in. It's gonna be Karsa trying to stop Misfits from getting into that fight, but they are still going. MMD is trying to clear out what he can on that bot side, so Misfits can't push in, but it is inevitable at this point.
It is Misfits that are always getting the fights on their terms. We're not seeing the engages from Sword Art anymore. We're not seeing the Shen ulti onto Karsa anymore. And now Flash Wolves with their support dead, and Misfits with a great flash.
Oh, Flayed on the rocket jump. That's what he's been looking to do all game. Ignar coming out with the Thresh pick. That's 3 down for Misfits. Or I'm sorry, for Flash Wolves as Misfits try to close the door. 8-4, 40 minutes in. Maple looking to run out of the base. He says walk this way, but Misfits doesn't even have to worry about it. The Nexus turrets are falling, and so are Flash Wolves' hope as Misfits close the door on the Flash Wolves World's run. The quickness once again in from Sword Art. The double kill for PowerOfEvil. And Misfits take down Flash Wolves.
So far behind in the mid game was Misfits, but they have the shot calling and the playmaking when it mattered most. PowerOfEvil and Ignar stuffed Sword Art again and again. A combination of miasmas and death sentences, and they just destroyed Flash Wolves in team fight after team fight to end that game. Yeah, the story continues for Misfits right here.
Yep.
Going up against an 0-3 team right here, wanting to start the day off on the right foot. It didn't seem like it was there when they opt out of Ardent Sensor bottom lane, when they lose the Baron, when they lose their middle inhibitor turret. But they persevere once again. That moves them to 3-1. It eliminates Flash Wolves, but it also showed us that Flash Wolves is capable of getting leads on people. They just haven't been able to finish. So they're still going to be a threat to the other teams, and it's a threat that Misfits has survived, moving to 3-1.
Not for team fighting, and so you look at the gold grab, even though the Flash Wolves seemed like they were in control, it was the Misfits that kept that gold relatively even up until that Baron point where they just blew the game wide open.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm here with Maxlor after Misfits get yet another win, this time over the Flash Wolves again, and no Ardent Sensor support, not being able to get that snowball going early. It wasn't looking too good. What did it come down to? How did you guys turn it around in the end, Maxlor?
Honestly, I felt like we were not being proactive at all in this game. We were like really scared. It was kind of annoying in game to be playing a tank, and we were playing really scared. I was trying some eager ultimates, but Tristan is just too broken. So against Gragas, I'm joking. They were pretty bad. I could have been better. So we just weren't working as a team really well, and then like we started like sharpening up at like 25 minutes, and then we just went to Baron and did the UOL, and we won the game.
Did the UOL, I guess it worked out for you. You throw the group into even more disarray, I would say. Flash Wolves is now completely eliminated, so it's becoming a 3-horse race. Last week, not that many people might have believed in Misfits. Now they really have to. So can you tell me about your own expectations going forward today?
I think if we play better early game and play more proactively, we can make it to the quarterfinals. If we play the same as we did at the beginning of this game, it's going to be really rough, and we will rely on like mid-late game shot calling or like team fighting or something like this way more than we should. Like if we play an early game composition, we should be able to execute it, right? So we don't want to be restricted in draft to how we play. And yeah, hopefully we can pull out the wins for Europe.
Well, hopefully. So finally, a lot of bets going on with you. The one that I want to talk about is the one for the chicken nuggets. So I mean, can't you just go get some chicken nuggets? Why would you have to go that far to get them from your coach?
It tastes more beautiful when someone buys you something and gives it to you. It's like when you make your own food, right? If I just go and buy my chicken nuggets, it's like, an average day at the office, right? But my coach buying me 100 chicken nuggets, like, that's motivation right there. That's going to make me try hard, So congrats to him for finding my motivation.
Fantastic way to look at life and friendships and all that. Really inspirational. Chicken nuggets. Thank you so much, Max or Misfits with another win on the books. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, Team WE versus TSM. Don't go anywhere.